Very good morning to you. How are you today? Where are you? What you up to? How are you doing? Hello to Stitchy Witch and Anne Morning. Hello Jill. Hello to you. Anne Kay says morning everyone. Oh, I can do this, can't I? How is everyone today? We're all very good here. Thank you very much, Anne. All very good. Didn't get much sleep last night, but yeah, don't know why. But yeah, a bit tired, but fine. Weather's lovely. Forecast rain, but it's quite a nice mild day. Hello, Diane and Cheryl and Kay and Jackie. Good morning to everybody. And Bridget, hello to you too. Sally. So I've got a few new fabrics to show you, as usual. And I'm going to make a little bag. Remember the Onivo fabric that I showed you the other day? Hi, Chrissy and Chris. I'm going to actually make something out of it instead of talking about it. I'm going to actually do it. Hi, Kaz. And I printed off your big pattern. I did the cat, and it'll go up to 145%. So I shall put that in the post to you on Monday with your sample fabric for Patchwork Week. Hello, Christine. Julie's in Wales, and we've got Christine in Australia. Hello, welcome along. What's your weather like over there? Oh, and we've got Jane as well in Canada. Hello. And Jill, hello to you. Susan, hello. Gosh, we're busy, aren't we? There's 143 of you already. What's Nancy doing? God, I'm off to Christmas lunch with a quilting group. Oh, how lovely. You have a lovely time. Take pictures, won't you? And then we've got Mary still in Madeira and still suffering. Oh, dear. Oh, positive thoughts going out to you. Hello, Polly. Hello, Sharon. Right, let me show you some new fabrics. Tula Pink. Isn't that lovely? Grey work wolf pack, this one. And we've also got grey work Beatty Mark leopard. So distinctive, these fabrics, aren't they? You know just who they are. These are by the half meter, so it's not a panel. So you might get half a wolf, but you've got plenty of wools on there if you wanted to fussy cut something. But the colours in the background, so grey work, but she can't help herself, can she? She's got to throw a splash of rainbow at the fabrics, and that's exactly what she's done here. So loads of detail in here. I love the way that she's kind of designed leaves as part of the image. So you've got the coloured leaves in the background, and then there's leaves as part of the image on the wolf as well. Really clever. So we've only got a couple of these. We just choose what we like these days. We do what we want. So that is the wolf pack, and this one is the leopard. And of course, you can use them both together because the colours match. But these will go with anything. You know, the reds and the purples and the blues and greens and limes and orange and yellows. It literally is all the colours of the rainbow. So no need to worry about choosing a plain. They will go with that. I've only got one plain in front of me at the moment, and it happens to go with that. It go with anything. It's so beautiful, and of course you've got lovely quality fabric as well because it's Tula Pink. So that's that one. Fold that away, and then we've got some Robert Kaufman's as well. I'll show you those in a sec. Oh, I have been meaning to show you these for weeks. I've had them all cut up and ready because a few of you asked about what's on the back of them. And it's the same on the back as the front. I think it's called Cuddle Cord, something like that. And we've got loads of colour. This is so, you know, the really, really super soft, really super soft fleece. That's what this is like. And I've got another one down here as well. They are beautiful. If all you do is to put some binding around them and make a quilt or something to throw over your knees when it's chilly in winter, or you want a little cuddle blanket for a child, that's all you need to do. They're perfect. Now, when you cut them, you're going to get bits everywhere. Pat loves cutting these. She always gets excited when new fleece arrives in the office, particularly when it's on a roll, not on a bolt. Don't you, Pat? But when you sew them, they do stop shedding. So just to warn you, you might be covered in a little bit of fluff, but it doesn't come off after you've made your whatever it is you're making. Oh, the back of a quilt. Oh, could you imagine? You wouldn't have to use any wadding then, would you? Just put this straight on the back. That would be gorgeous. But again, it's very, very soft, and it is the same on both sides. So just to let you know, that's one side, that's t'other. You wouldn't know the difference. One looks a little bit fluffier than the other one, but it is the same. So you wouldn't need to back it if you were just using it as a blanket. I want to dive in there. I just want to wrap myself up in all of that. It's so squidgely soft. Squidgely soft. Just like me. So, yeah, so those have been sitting on my sewing room floor for weeks. I must show you those. I keep saying to myself, I must show you those. And then I never did. But I have now. I'm sitting on that at the moment with the cat, says Jan. Oh, your pets. Oh, pet bed. Oh, that'll be amazing. They'd love it. Morning, Laura. And oh, hi, Carol. Carol's in St Vincent. I've moved, so I've not sewn in 3 weeks. Oh no, withdrawal symptoms, Carol. Need to get yourself sewing again. Yeah, absolutely lovely for blankets, and like I said, really easy to make. You only have to edge them. Morning, Dee. Not here. Not been here for a year. Oh, well, it's nice to have you back again, Dee. Nice to have you back. We've got positive thoughts going out to you as well today as well. Hello, Joanna and Jean. Hello to you too. Could be hair sticking out now. Hi, Moisa. Our internet slow. Moisa's in Pakistan. Morning, Audrey. How are you? Let me show you these charm squares because we don't have very many at all of these, and I think we've only got a picture of the front of them on the website. So, Holiday Flourish. We do have some of the fabrics by the half meter. Not a lot of those either. And Kim's put a load of Christmas stuff on sale. But I love the colours on these. I think they are so elegant. So we've got I think that was peppermint swirls, but in taupes and greys. And there's 42 pieces altogether. I think we've got that one by the half meter. And we've got the poinsettia. Oh, I've not seen that. Oh, that's nice. Isn't that all those Christmas trees? Oh, isn't that clever? I've not seen that one before. What a lovely fabric. So 5-inch charm squares, 42 of them. Really elegant. And they're slightly foil. Some of them, well, they are foil, but very, very elegant. Hi, Liana. So that is the graphite colour story. And then these are the same prints, but these are the coloured versions. So peppermint twist. Well, it's the same range, I should say. Peppermint twist. Oh, look. Oh, that's a nice one. Haven't seen these by the. Oh, look, like that. Haven't seen these by the half meters. Maybe our supply didn't have them in. I don't know, but they're lovely. And again, you've got 42 there, but we don't have very many because we bought the end of the stock. So that's it with those two. And then while we're here, these are again, the charm squares. There's 40 pieces in here, and these are my garden birds. So, and did you use this to make your patchwork jacket, or did you cut the squares up? Can't remember. So 40 of those, and then we've also got 40 of my cottage garden charm squares as well. Sandra BP's. Oh, what's Sandra BP been up to? Let's have a look. Where are you? Busy today, been for a swim and a dog walk and a weekly shop. Now to move my sewing room upstairs so that we can prepare downstairs. My husband ready after his knee up in January. 17th, wasn't it? Is consultation. You'll have to let me know how we get us on. Morning, Patricia and Lynn in Cheshire. Bobbin's fine, thanks, Liana. Oh, and yeah, I made a jacket out of my garden birds fabric, but she cut the fabric up. I don't think we've got enough of these left to actually make a jacket out of, but you'd make a nice little matching set of cushions. Morning, Dorothy. Oh, Teresa's caught us live at last. Live at last. We have jelly rolls. And these, let me just check prices because I think we've got some really good prices on there. $35.99. They've got 40 pieces. So these are full-size jelly rolls. And really pretty. You can pay about £60 for these days. There's not that many companies are doing them at the moment. Oh, Elaine's got 14 reading pillows to make today. Wow. So this one is spring floral. I'm not going to take them out, but you get the idea of what's in there. We've got red and pink. Again, 40 pieces of those. And nice small prints on there as well, so you're not going to lose the design. And then this one is blue floral. I like a bit of blue floral. And then we've got some smaller ones as well. So these are 40 strips. These ones are 20. So 2.5 inches wide, and then you've got 20 pieces in those for £17.99. These are all I was going to say, they're all something. I can't remember what I was talking about. We don't have very many of them though. We've kind of bought up everything that we could with those. This one is Safari Friends. And then we've got the pink floral. So that's it with jelly rolls. Sewing Street have got garden birds. Have they? Oh, if they'd have let me know, I could have sent them some samples over. It was on today then. It was presenting today. I hope that they're doing a good job. Right. That. And that. Try not to drop. Excuse me. Drop them because they're rather heavy. So sorry, that wasn't very nice. Staff's at work watching in between customers. Or in between customers. Where are you working, Steph? Tracy, Pauline, and someone called Ped. Oh, thanks, Leanna. Didn't know you're in capital letters. I made a quilt with the cottage garden with the jelly roll. Oh, did you, Jean? Oh, bet that was nice. I like that cottage garden. I love the colours on it. It's all really pastel. Oh, morning, Olivan. How are you? What do you use jelly rolls for? You can simply just sew them back together in strips. You can. So I'm just trying to turn my heater off down here because it's rather warm. I kind of like to cut them up into 60-degree diamonds and create patchwork that way. You could just sew all the strips together like a jelly roll race, they call it, where you just join all of the strips together and then sew them all together. So you've got stripes. They're great for borders and for binding. They're really useful. Have you got any ideas? What have you been making with jelly rolls? Let me know. Well, the fabric strip rolls, jelly rolls, actually a branded name, a trademark name from Moda, and those aren't Moda, so that's why we call them fabric strips. But you know, jelly rolls, so sue me. Elaine says, I was gifted a what? A lot of Thibaut and Schumacher fabric. Not heard of that one. Where are you, Elaine? Universal Cat, watching the show now, is 4 months Jack. Oh, a 4-month-old Jack Russell puppy. Oh, does it still smell like a puppy? Oh, the best smell in the world. Biting my toes. That's not so good. They've got teeth like needles, haven't they? Oh, Steph's in Lincolnshire. Elsie's doing Christmas decorations today. Says anybody else? Maybe next week. My granddaughter wants to do that. Nice for bags on the diagonal. That's joined together. That's really nice, isn't it? That's a good idea. Oh, go and see Dick Whittington, is Jackie. Oh, you enjoy it, won't you? That sounds like I haven't been to a pantomime for a long, long time. Right. These are Robert Kaufman. And these are all from the Cobalt Bliss Gold Metallics collection. So we've got the 4 of them, and these are just so rich. Look at the colours on those. Proper cobalt, royal blues, sky blues. They look lovely together. So we have metallic blue petals on white. That one is navy sprigs and blue woodland and blue bouquet. I like the woodland one actually. It's very different, isn't it? And it's lovely quality. Again, it's Robert Kaufman. You know the quality when you see a name like that, and as soon as you touch it, it's gorgeous. I stay out. Wait, hubby and daughter. Oh, sorry, you've gone, Alana. So your messages are coming up really quickly. I don't get to see anybody. Hubby and daughter decorating downstairs. Oh, nice. Oh, let them get on with that one then. But yes, wouldn't they make fabulous? I mean, even just cushion covers. Lovely. But if you're going to wear it, oh, that could be a top. That'd be nice. A lovely blue, said Jean. They are, aren't they? Anne's working on making some more placemats, which we did at the workshop. Susie Duncan pattern. Need to get them all done. Is that for Christmas? I have a cat and cannot have a tree. I've got wooden ones you hang on the walls. That's a good idea. One of our we used to live in quite a big house, and we had one of these massive Christmas trees, and it all came tumbling down and almost on Kim when she was little. And we think that was the cat. We used to have cats there, climbing the tree and pulling the whole thing over. Sandra's making Christmas decorations this weekend for our tree in the foyer at school. Oh, that would be nice. Only handmade items allowed. That's a really nice idea. Oh, Fran's got budgies. Don't want them to chew bad things. They chew things. We used to have a budgie. Am I up to date with you? Right. That is all the fabric I have to show you. So I thought I should do a little bit of sewing. Up there. Because I brought this back from the office the other day because it's just lovely. And then it's been sitting there in my sewing room, not doing anything particular. So it's I've left the details in the description box on YouTube and on Facebook of the range. I just think it's so pretty. It's ever so delicate. No, turn that heater off. I'm just going to turn it back on again. It's freezing. Oh, bear with me. Just have a look at that for a second while I try and turn my heater on. There we go. I'm sorry about that. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's what it is if you hear a humming noise. Morning from Tucson, Arizona. Hello, welcome along, Lady Eagle. I'll measure these because I hadn't when I cut them out, and then we'll get making something. So the front and the back measure about 9.5 by 11.5 by 9.5, and I fused some fusible fleece onto the wrong side. I'm just going to plug my iron in. Here we go, if I can find the plug. So I'm going to need that while I measure them. There we go. You go there. Right. I'm going to make a bow across the front of it because I was trying to think how I can use both of the fabrics both together but without doing any patchwork. So that is going to be a bow that goes across the front, and I'm going to make a patch pocket to go on the lining on the inside in that fabric as well. That's for the bow. So I've got 2 of the outer pieces with fusible fleece on the wrong side, and that's my lining. That is I can't remember what the blender it was. I showed you that the other day and said I was going to use it. So they're cut to the same size. The bit that is going to be my bow measures 16 inches by 13 inches. So that's going to be nice and full. And then a 3-inch square, that's going to go around the middle of the bow. And then my pockets measure 9 inches by 6 inches. I'm only going to use one, and then I've got a zip. I'm just going to put a zip in the top, so it's going to be a little bit like a clutch bag, but I thought it might be quite useful, but I think it might showcase these fabrics really well. So I think, first of all, let's get the pocket out of the way on the inside. So these two pieces I'm going to sew right sides together, but leave a turning gap in the bottom of about 3 inches. And I'm just using a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. So spin that around. So I think it's going to be a nice size of bag. You could put a zip pocket on the inside, but I think it'd make, I'd probably just use it for storage for me, or maybe put makeup or skincare or things like that in it. But it could be a nice little evening bag if you're going out over Christmas sometime. Make it into nice Christmassy fabrics would be rather nice. And snip off the corners. And then we'll turn it the right side out. And press it. Samantha's just ordered the caution garter charm, but oh lovely. And 2 of the fleece Mr. Garden, but yeah, we didn't have many of those in, I'm afraid. Right. So let's bring up my ironing mat. Just need to poke out my corners. I have a knitting needle on hand. I don't knit, but I do have knitting needles for this purpose. Let's push those through. Well, I missed a bit there, didn't I? What happened there? Oh, the lining was folded back. Look, the lining was folded over as I sewed, so I missed the corner. Fancy, I've not done that before. So let's just unsnip the fold. And sew over that bit again. Funny what you do sometimes, isn't it? Not done that before. Back down there. Right. Oh, Linda's just made a large tote bag with the craft fleece, just the right support. It's good stuff, that, isn't it? My craft fleece. Use it a lot. Right, now we'll press it. Let's give it a bit of best press. There we go. And then I'm just going to top stitch across the top. This is a 2-way direction, so just be aware when you're using it. It doesn't matter which way around this way, but it does look a little bit odd if you look closer when it's that way. And let's just neaten up that turning up a little bit. That's that. And I'm just going to iron my lining pieces while I'm here as well, because they were a little bit creased. That will do. I'm putting the binding on, the bobbin runs out. Oh, Sylvia, I did, what was I making? I've been making purses, and they can be quite fiddly. So I've got a zip panel that goes around the edge, and I clipped and tacked and sewed all the way around, taking out the clips and everything as I go all the way around to make it really perfect. And I got all the way around, and then I realised I'd only done 1 stitch. And that's infuriating, because then, well, it's not infuriating. I was a bit miffed, because then you've got to go back and re-clip it all over again. So yeah, thread running out, bane of our lives, isn't it? Going to top stitch just across the top, just because it looks nice. So lift up here picture of when it's finished. I should put a picture. Oh, I think that was something else, wasn't it? I don't think that was me, Connie. Done that more than once. Hello, Nikki in Durban in South Africa. Hello, welcome along. Right, now this is going to go right in the centre. So I could measure or mark the centre by folding that in half and fold that in half and place it over the top. I could do that. In fact, I did do that, didn't I? Let's just chop off those bits and I will secure with a couple of pins. Elsie made a new toddler backpack for her granddaughter using Tilda fabrics. Oh, that's nice. Post a picture on the Half Yard Club. Oh, nice. I'm going to sew down the bottom 3 sides. That's not quite straight, is it? That's it. And just make sure that you backstitch at the end. Oh, Christian says, who tries to sew quickly before the bobbin runs out? So backstitch there just to stop the stitches from coming undone. Down to the bottom. So as I go across the bottom, that's going to close the turning gap. And into the corner and back down again. And backstitch again. Stitchy, which is making Christmas fabric crackers with no crack. What do you call a cracker that doesn't crack? That isn't a joke. What would you call that? When Kim comes up, I don't know if any of you travel up and down the A1, but there's Black Cat Roundabout. And Black Cat Roundabout, it's near Bedford, down that way. There was a big metal kind of statue of a black cat there, but they've been doing some work for months around there on the roundabout and everything. So the black cat's come down. So now it's just roundabout. You can't call it Black Cat Roundabout because there's no black cat on it. So it's just roundabout. But the same as a cracker that doesn't crack. What else would you call it? Anyway, let's do the bow. So just make sure I've got my fabric the right way around. This is going to be too wide, but it's easier to make it a little bit too wide and chop it down when we put it on the front than try to measure it exactly. So let's fold this in half and sew along the long side. Alana's doing a square for my rework block quilt. What's a rework block quilt? Is that something that you've made and you're making it again? What's that? Oh, Chris is a no black. Well, it's not Black Cat Roundabout, Chris. It's just roundabout now. Right. So that I'm going to press with the seam straight down the back. Not worried whether that's open or closed or open or closed. Open or to one side, don't mind. That's going to fold into one side. Won't make any difference. Let's do that. It's going to be a lovely big bow. Then we'll take the little 3-inch square. Let's fold the long sides to the centre. This is how we're going to do it. Centre-ish anyway. And then just sew that into a tube. So just sewing the short ends together. And then turn, oh, I hope I've made that big enough. Let's turn that through. because that's got to go around there now. That'll do. It'll fit. So let's squish this all up a little bit and feed it in with the seam at the back. Oops, in you go. I am making it up as I go, you realise. So if it doesn't fit, it's not going to fit, is it? But it'll be fine. It'll fit. Be fine. Squish all that together and feed it through. Is this a bit like watching paint dry? Just trying to grab it as it comes through that end. Do chat amongst yourselves while I try and feed this in here. It's going to work. Tweezers might have helped, mightn't it? There we go. Out you come. So that's going to slide down to the centre. Stitchy which hasn't started decorating. No, we're going to do it next week, I think. Doesn't seem the same unless the kids are here. Can't understand what's wrong with Black Cat Roundabout. I have no idea what they're doing. They're doing something major though, aren't they? Maybe they've just got nothing else to do. Right, so that's that. So I've kind of arranged that so that it's in the centre. So let's fold that in half and just make sure it is. Pull that out and make it nice and neat. Arrange my folds so they look pretty. That way around. So I've got the seam at the back. And then this is going to go over the front of that, like so. This is why I made it too long, because it'll kind of all stretch out. If I'd have cut it to the same width as the outer fabric, then it wouldn't be wide enough to go in there. So let's just make sure that's in the centre. So that was 11.5, so we need 5 3/4, which is absolutely perfect. So I'm not going to box the base of this one, but I'm going to just arrange that down the side. So fan it out nicely and pin it. So I do want these little pleats to come all the way to the edge. So I'll pin those as well. So they're quite even. And then we'll do the same on the other side. Have another one there. And I'm trying to make sure that the bow is centrally or symmetrically along each side as well. Do I want that bow? Do I want that like that? Or do I want it flat? I think I want it flat. So I told you I was making it up. Let's do it flat. And yeah, I've got plenty of room to do that. That'd be nice. Deborah's decorating the tree tomorrow when her grandson arrives. That will do. Then I'm going to stitch it from the back so I can see where the edge of the fabric is from there. So let's just get that started there. Take my pin out. And so straight down within the seam allowance. And then same on this side. I think what's a nice idea with the bow like this as well, because I was contemplating fastening that in the centre, but it's something that you can kind of hold the bag with, if that makes sense. So you can put your hand through. If it is going to be an evening bag, you can put your hand through and hold it. If you're not going to use it as a clutch bag, which I'm not, I'm actually going to put a little bit of glue in the centre to hold that down. So just put my pins back. Hello, Linda, how are you? So I'll pop a bit of glue there. Oh, loads of you got your Trimley mugs, by the way. I'm using mine for storage, somewhere to keep my pens. So I've just popped a bit of glue in the middle there, and then we'll trim off the ends of the bows while that's drying. I'll just hold it down. There. But I just thought it was a nice way to use both of the fabrics without making anything patchwork. It's something a little bit different, isn't it? Would you ever consider, hang on Erica, doing standalone fabric kits for the trimlers for people who've already got the pattern? I'll put some thought into it, because we have them all packaged up with patterns and everything. That's a good idea, isn't it? I'll put some thought. I'll cost it out, because so we have to pay to have these put together. So I'll work out a costing for it. So yes, Erica, that's a good idea. Tisha's writing Christmas cards. I haven't done Christmas cards for years. Nobody seems to have noticed. Don't get many cards back though. So let's pop on the zip. So this is way too long. So just so that facing down, I'm going to move my needle over to the left-hand side and go straight down the centre of the zip. So it's quite a quick bag. I know I cut out all of the pieces beforehand, but it does come together quite quickly. So that on one side, let's put the lining on the other. Now I like the pocket to go on the back, so I'm having the non-pocketed side. So let's pop that on there. I'll sew from the same side that I've just, so I can see the stitches. So I'm sewing from the back, so I can sew over the same line that I've just sewn. And then let's fold that back and top stitch. So needle back to the center again. And I'm just pulling the lining away from the fold so it doesn't get creased and caught up. Keep it nice and flat. And this is a zip that's just going to go straight into the seams. I'm not putting little tabs on the end of the zip with this one. I'm just going to keep it nice and quick. So let's put the second half of the outer bag over the zip on the opposite side, line up the edges here, and move the needle back over again. And so, Catherine, if you look on the details, there's a link right at the top where I put what we're doing. I think I put, I don't know, fabulous new fabrics, and there's a link underneath there that'll take you straight to the page with these fabrics on. Otherwise, search Nouveau. So they're not a new arrival, so they won't be on the home page. You'll have to look for them. Just make sure you've got the lining piece on the right way round. So I've got two outer, need two lining on the other side. So trap the zip in the center. Right sides together. And so straight down the same line. Did I put that line in on the right way around? We'll soon find out, won't we? So that's the outer, and that's the lining. And yes, I did put it on the right way around. Don't normally think about it with linings because they tend to be the same on both sides. And then let's open this out and top stitch that. And again, just pulling the lining away from the zip so it doesn't get caught. And then let's snip off the ends. Make sure your zip's open when you snip off the end of that one, because we don't want to snip the end of the zip off. And what I like to do is to sew the open ends closed, just to hold them together while we construct the rest of the bag. Yes, absolutely, Laura. If you want to order anything while you're away, just make sure you leave a note on the customer notes, because I will forget. But then we'll put your order to one side. That's not a problem at all. So, oh, hang on. Tree says lovely. They are lovely fabrics, aren't they? I'll show you where they are in just a second. I have to double check myself to make sure the pocket is upright. I've done that before. Sewing pockets in upside down and on the inside as well. Judy doesn't send cards. They donate to a local hospital. I'd rather do that. When you think about it, the cost of your card, what, £5? Don't know. Can't remember the last time I bought one. And then your postage. You can probably make a £10 donation and still be in credit. That's a lovely idea. Let's do that. Should we do that this year? Let's donate. Everyone that you normally send a card to, you can explain to them that you're not sending a card this year. Happy Christmas, but I'm donating to a charity. I think that is a really lovely idea. Do you top stitch both sides of the zip? Yes, I have done. Who's that, Bridget? I have top stitched both sides of the zip. Yes. So as you can see there on the inside. Then we need the zip open so we can turn it through. And we're going to fold these together and that together. And you can see I've kind of got an H shape where the zip is. Push that towards the lining side. And we'll leave a turning gap in one side. So we just sew all the way around. Now, it's quite nice if these seams match. So if you wanted to stick a pin in there, that may help. And then we'll just go all around the edge. So a bit lumpy over where the bow is. Let's make sure that's poking down. It's not the end of the world if it's not. It's only a bag. And down to the bottom. I've actually made a bit more of this lining, really. Maybe do some piping on the front of it, so because the lining just goes so well with it. Let's go across the bottom. And back down this side, turning gap, down again, and poke the zip. Debbie and I have no kids and always go over the top of Christmas presents, decorations and food, always make the effort. Oh, that's lovely. We will do this year because we've got everybody coming over. I'm so looking forward to it. I haven't had everyone here on Christmas Day for years, so I'm really... We might go over the top this year. Just down that side. I know it's time. Oh. I love it when you chat to each other. I've often said if I was too busy or I wasn't here, I could just nip down here, go live and leave you to it. You'd be here all day, wouldn't you? Right. Let's snip across the edge. I missed your comment, Alan. Why are you giving up your sewing? Snip across the corners of the lining. And then we'll turn it the right side out. Leonard's got all family on Boxing Day. We've quite often had Christmas in the middle of July, if it's the only time we can all get together. So I think that Boxing Day is a good day, because it's quite close to Christmas, isn't it? Let's pull this thread. Maybe my turning gap was a bit small. Chat amongst yourself. Be nice in Christmas fabric as well, this actually, wouldn't it? I do like the idea of everyone having their packaging made from fabric so that you can use it again, either as something purposeful like this would be, or just recycle it for next year. That's all looking good. So if you pull the edges of the turning gap away from each other, the edges fold in and sew down there. Like so. I shall be with you on Christmas Day at 12 o'clock this year. So that's sewn up. Let me show you that way. So that's sewn up. Pockets on the right way around, thankfully, and not inside out. Let's open the zip a little bit more and then push the lining inside the outer bag. Now, I'm not squaring this one, Elsa. I'm going to keep it quite flat, because if I squared it, it's going to be too close to the bow, I think. So I'm just going to leave it flat for this one. If I was going to square it, I'd maybe add a little bit more to the length. You see what I mean? That it wouldn't look quite right, would it? I should have made, if I was going to square, I can either make the bow shorter and fatter and wider, or add a little bit to the backing fabric. But I just thought that's quite useful, and it's going to be a flat one, this one. So let's just poke out those corners at the bottom. Handy knitting needle again. Universal Cats, 18 of you. Wow. Ranging from a few months old to grandparents, still cooking Christmas dinner. It might be mayhem. Oh, we'll do sandwiches, nobody mind. Christmas dinner for 18 people. Wow. Mind you, we've got 11. It's nice, isn't it, Anne? Nice fabrics, nice colours. I'll just give that a press because it is flat, so I'll press the seams. And then we're done. I'll just press that away from the zip. Not there. So the only other thing I would do, and I don't have any here, is to take a little bit of 1/8 of an inch wide ribbon and just thread it through the end of the zip, just through the end there. I think that'll be quite pretty. And there's your little pouch done. That's it. Now the reason I'm mentioning Christmas Day is because I'm going to do some giveaways, and I may as well give this one away as well. I'll put it in my giveaway pile. So I'll put some ribbon in that zip, and somebody's going to be winning that on Christmas Day. I'm not going to I might do a quiz for fun, but I'll just randomly pick out winners, and we're going to be live so at 12 o'clock. And the reason it's 12 o'clock is because we're going to be live here on Facebook, here on my YouTube channel, but we're also going to be live on the Sewing Street Facebook page. And John's on air until 12 o'clock, so I thought it was a bit rude to go live while he's on air. So we'll be going live at 12 o'clock when he finishes his Christmas morning. And Sewing Street are going to donate some goodies as well. So we're going to have I'm going to have quite a lot of posts to pick up after that one. I've got a couple of new ditties for you. We will have a bit of a quiz, but we'll just spend an hour having a chat. But that's on at 12 o'clock on Christmas Day. Just for an hour, because I've got everybody over. Not that you're not important, but you know. So if you are around, if you're not doing anything or you fancy a bit of a break, because we're going to do presents in the morning and have dinner later on in the afternoon, because I'm cooking as well. I don't do that very often. Can't remember the last time. I remember last time I don't do cook. I don't. Gary does cooking. I do toast. I'm very good at toast. Yeah, so that's going to be on Christmas Day. Anyway, what's the fabric called? Gay says, right, let me show you. So there is a link in the description box underneath the video. Oh, and I want to show you the Christmas fabrics that that one that Kim's put on the website as well. So if I do that, and then that, there we are. So this is the website as you go on it. I just get my keyboard. So if you type in Nouveau, Nouveau. Oh, it's no. Oh, we have got lots of that. I am sure we've got lots of it. I wouldn't have made a bag with something that we haven't got. Go on the waiting list for these. So it's these two that I've used that are currently out of stock, unless somebody just bought the lot. Wow. When you click on it, on the actual description, put your email address in here and click on keep me updated, and I shall be in the office tomorrow. So I'll double check because I'm sure we've got loads of it. I'll double check. So if we do have stock, you'll get an email just to say it's back in stock again. And let's just move that over and go back. So that's the two that I've used, and these are another two that are kind of from the same collection. So you could have a similar kind of effect with those. Hi Pydot, how are you? Then if you go back to new arrivals, oh, those have gone. Oh, those have gone. Oh, wow. Oh, those have gone. Been a busy morning, hasn't it? And then just scroll down. So that's page 1. If we go on to page 2, we're going to be getting some more 1 kilogram fabric bags as well. So look out for those coming back. These are all on sale. So it should be £7.50. Kim's put them down to £6.75. And there's a lot of Christmas fabrics. £9.30 down to £5. Woo. So they're all under new arrival. £15 down to £9 for the stocking panel. See, normally you wait till after Christmas for a sale, don't you? Oh, not us. £8 down to £6 for Lewis and Irene's. Oh, the mugs have gone. Go on the waiting list for the mugs. Again, if you click on it and pop your email address in there, I think we're expecting another delivery today. So then that'll know how many I need to order. So, but we'll have some arriving today, but just go on the waiting list again. That'll be nice with William Morris fabric, Elsie, wouldn't it? But yeah, have a look at all of that sales stuff we've got. Oh, we've sold out of the red one of those as well. Yeah, because a lot of those we won't be getting back again. So just to make you aware. Okie doke, I'm going to nip off then. That was a good hour, wasn't it? Loads watching, but not many thumbs up. So should we do a thumbs up drive? I don't normally ask for thumbs up. I don't take too much notice of it, to be honest. I just do what I do. But yeah, Jane's on a mission. Not many thumbs up. So we've got 40. Are those thumbs up? The 45? Is that what we've got? And there's 375 I've got watching here. Mystical. Yeah, I'll see if we can get some of those put together this weekend. We've got a busy weekend this weekend. We do a lot of work over the weekends. Anne's waiting a quarter fabric to arrive, so I'll make another maple jacket. No fancy collar. That will be very nice. That maple jacket is. Let's see if I can get Kim's website up. That's going to be on Sewing Street as well. So if you search made on Monday, so I just need to, I can only show you one screen at a time. Share screen. Share screen. Made on Monday. Share. Add to stage. And that's it. So this is Kim's website. And this is the maple jacket. So it's a download, and size-wise, it goes from 4 to 30. You can make it plain, you can make it patchwork, and yeah, it's you can either download it as A4 sheets and stick it together yourself, or I think she does A0 as well, so you can I get it printed if you wanted to as well. And then oh, those are those stockings that she made as well. Those are so pretty, and the tulip vest is on there as well, and she's got some of these fabrics too. Red on, oh, she's got some of the red and olive one. We've sold out of that, but she's still got some, and she's got some bits and bobs on there as well, and some of your pictures. So yeah, so made on Monday, that one, if you wanted to have a look at Kim's maple jacket. Oh, I've missed loads of you. Lovely, mate. Have a good weekend. Off to watch Scrounge with Alistair Sims. Don't know that one, Julie. Yes, Karen, there will be kits, and they'll be launching on the 15th. I'm still getting them put together. I'm not sure how much they'll be. You haven't even seen the quilt yet. I need to photograph that today. I'll do that in a minute. But there'll be everything that you need to make the top. You may need extra fabric for binding, and you will need wadding, and you will need backing for them. But yeah, we've got I think they're being done as we speak. I think I need to chase people up about stuff like that. But yes, we will be doing kits for those, Karen. Everything's going to happen on the 15th, so that's when it launches. That's when you'll see it. That's when the kits will be available and everything. And then of course it will be on the website on the 1st of January, and it's all animals. It's a really nice one. Right, okay, I'm going to pop off. I shall see you again on, what day are we today? It's Saturday. I shall see you again on Wednesday. So enjoy the rest of your weekend and take care. Thanks for joining me today, and I shall see you soon. Bye-bye.